You've seen what's happened in Washington with the gridlock with the Democratic president and the opposite in Congress. How are you going to work with Governor LaPage to get things done and not have this constant standoff?
Well, it is time to take action, and people need to get back to work, and we need to use our time to do that. We're ready to work with anybody, any party, any governor that is interested in building middle class and strengthening our economy.
Mark, with this four-way race, a lot of people thought there was going to be a second ballot. Apparently there wasn't. How do you explain that to them?
Well, it gives me great confidence going into the role that I have such support among all the caucus members. I think it was a clear message saying that this is who we want for the next 2 years and potentially 4, and I look forward to leading the caucus.
Which job number one, Jim? You are?
Focus on jobs. I think building relationships with new legislators, building relationships with the new leadership and the governor. That's job number one.
What about the Medicaid issue? You focused a lot on that in the minority. I would imagine that's something you're going to focus on going forward too.
Yeah, we're going to follow through with what we had worked on during the last 2 years, and we're going to make sure that people have access to affordable health care.
Mr. Speaker, will you say anything about the incoming freshmen that you're going to be working with here?
It's an exciting group. They have a lot of energy. I'm really excited about the caliber of candidates that ran and won, and we have amazing potential within our new caucus.
Mark, you've regained the majority after 2 years. What have Democrats learned from that process? Will it be a different Democratic Party this time around?
Well, I think we have to make sure that we are keeping good faith with what happened during the campaign, and that is we have to follow through on why we were sent here, and that is jobs and the economy. And I think that the things that are going to be the same are extending our hand, making sure that we are reaching across the aisle whenever possible, but staying true to our values and finishing the job.
Mark, you talked a little bit in your speech about drawing distinctions with the policies of the governor while also trying to maybe forge alliances with the Republicans. I mean, do you feel like that's doable?
I think that is doable. I think that that's what I've done and demonstrated over the last 4 years, and I've been effective in doing that. So that certainly is my foot forward and the caucus's foot forward.
Is there some legislation you want to undo in the last 2 years that you disagree with?
Well, I think the Republican insurance bill is one that has been really hard on a lot of people, particularly in rural Maine and middle-aged Mainers. So we're going to look at that again.
Other Democratic leaders have said that we can't afford these tax cuts that were implemented by the last legislature. Is it likely that perhaps some of those could be revisited? Or?
I think we're going to need to look at how we bring in our revenue and how we spend it. I think the fact that tax cut was not paid for, we need to reevaluate, reassess, and then move forward.